Or maybe not. No. Let me just tell y'all real quick. Well, first, let me tell you. It was a good thing that I was on it was a grapefruit diet. Along with the grapefruit, I always carried oranges with me. Cuties weren't invented yet, but I had little oranges and I had grapefruit. But grapefruit was the main thing. So, but I always kept little oranges with me. And the reason why I love them is because oranges have their own container. They're in their own container. So it's not a sanitary problem. If you can throw your orange anywhere. Throw it on the floor. Somebody can actually sit their actual ass on your orange. But when you peel it open, you got your fresh, clean orange. So I was carrying it with me. And I was doing this movie that I actually have done a video on. Where this motherfucker didn't give me my copy, the director. But anyway, that project was manned by such a shady-ass director. And so I spent a lot of my time actually helping some of the other cast go over their lines or learn some of the, acting basics that I guess they didn't know because it was an indie project. But so there were a few rookies in the game. So I was there, I would run lines with people that weren't really sure. It got to the point where people would literally come to me and ask me for guidance or assistance in the process of doing the film. And it was so serious that at the end of making the film, the director himself, this shady motherfucker, who don't appreciate nothing, mind you, actually told me that he thanked me and said he really appreciated me taking people under my wing because I didn't see it as taking. I don't see myself at no higher level, but I guess experience is experience, and no matter what level you're on, if someone is more experienced in something, then you can go to them for assistance. So anyway, he took me to the side and he's like, I really thank you for working with the people, whatever, blah blah blah. Now, aside from working with people, there were a few scenes because I was a miracle working nun chick. I had powers and I was healing motherfuckers in this movie. There was one point where I went to the archbishop. The archbishop wanted to see me because I was performing these miracles, and people were lined up down the street, outside my door, down the street to get healed by me. So the I don't know if it was a Catholic church, but the archbishop of this diocese, whatever the fuck that is, I still don't know what that is. I guess I should have done more research if I'm gonna work miracles, right, and heal motherfuckers. So, needless to say, in the scene where the bishop and the clergy wanted to meet with me, there were a lot of old white people on set. And during the time we were filming these scenes, I told you the director wasn't shit, right? These old people were not, they couldn't remember their lines, their minds was was tripping on them and stuff, and they were, they were old, and half of them were like diabetic and stuff, but had, blood pressure, the typical stuff that old people have. So I happened to have a car full of oranges. This trash ass director wasn't feeding people. I had a car full of oranges and I have a car full of bottles of water because I don't go nowhere without some water. When I saw these old people suffering, I was like, well, I got oranges. That's all I could do. I got oranges though. So I brought everybody, I passed out oranges and water. And they were so grateful. They were so grateful. And there were a couple of people that you could clearly see the difference in their ability to perform on camera because they ate. I could have choked that motherfucker myself. He probably dead now. He still lived with his mama, but I'm a chill because I know it's a lot of directors that do that until they're able to venture out. But he wasn't young. He wasn't no fresh out of college motherfucker. This bitch was 50-something. Bastard. He also told me that he was going to take care of my lodging. That was some bullshit. I learned from that shit because I showed up with my suit. First, I kept emailing back and forth. Okay, where are my reservations? Because I need to know where to go, whatever. I wasn't hearing anything back. And I showed up with my luggage in the trunk. When I showed up with my luggage, do you know he asked the people who own the house, the location house where we were shooting, do you know he asked them if I could stay with them after I showed up with my luggage? I was like, no, that's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. So I ended up commuting 2 hours for every shoot day, back and forth. 2 hours to Kenosha, Wisconsin. Fuck you, motherfucker. I forgot what his name was. But I can go back and look at my video that I made about it. My video rant. But shit, it's so many shady people in the industry. I know how to spot a bullshit a mile away. I just wanted to do the movie because I was a star. It made me feel good. I didn't like that bullshit he pulled on me though. Yeah, pulled some Lee Daniels ass shit on me. Fuck that. It's just some shit I could see Lee Daniels doing to somebody when he first started out. Shit, I could see him doing it now to the type of person he felt like he could get away with it. Yeah, there's that. What else was I gonna go back and tell you? Oh, so one of the times where I was on a project, And I was on I remember being on a grapefruit diet. This don't have nothing to do with that. But I remember being on a grapefruit diet. But I was in a hotel, right? I didn't trust hotels. I still don't trust hotels. But I was extreme with it. So I would clean stuff that I think that the maids would either glaze over or skip. So this one hotel, I was cleaning up stuff. And I don't know how I ended up, I couldn't have been wiping the walls. But I feel like I was wiping the walls. And so the picture lifted up and something dropped down. And so it was a baggie. And it had these little stickers. I thought they were little stickers. I'm talking about little bitty stickers, little bitty squares. It was a page full of stickers about this small, teeny stickers. And those little marks I got in there, they look like X's. Those are A's. There were letters. There was A's and there were B's on it. Mostly A's though. And so when I was young, I used to like to take those Publishers Clearinghouse magazine stickers. Young people ain't gonna know what I'm talking about. But anyway, they're just stickers. I used to have a folio, like so. Ooh, this is so. See how old it is? This is an actual one. This is actually one of them I had. And in the folio, I had my, I might have one in here. Anyway, I had my headshots and stuff. But anyway, but I was gonna take the stamps. And what I used to do when I was in school, I used to put stamps all over my notebooks. So I was like, oh, that's cool. And, you know, I was too old for the Publishers Clearinghouse stickers. Because they didn't mean nothing to me. They were just stickers. But these were cute little stickers. And I was like, I could stick them on my thing. On my folder. My folio. And I was going to do it right then and there. But I was like, you know, it's time for that. I was cleaning up the fucking room. Let me finish cleaning up the room. So I don't know how I kept them. I don't know if I put them in my purse or whatever. But I had them with me. And so we were having a meeting or something. And there was a police officer or something. And I don't know how it came up. I don't know how it came up. But I was saying, yeah, I got these stickers. And I was going to, you know, I wanted to stick them on my notebook or whatever. Notebook like this. I wanted to stick them on my notebook. And so I showed him my stickers. A policeman. I showed him my stickers. And the policeman was like, where did you get that? And I said it fell, you know, it fell from behind the picture in the hotel room. And that policeman said, it's a good thing you didn't lick those and stick them on your notebook. Bitch, that was acid. And if I had even, each tiny square was a dose. Do you know, he was like, do you know what would happen to you if you would lick the whole page and thinking you could stick it on your fucking thing? Like, if I would have licked that thing, as he talked to me, I was like, what the fuck? And he knew I wasn't a drug addict or anything like that, because I just so innocently was showing him the thing. He was like, oh my God. He's like, you would have been dead. And he didn't take them from me or nothing like that. You know, he was like, bitch. Not bitch, but he was like, young lady. And so I was shook for the rest of the day, because I know I'm black. And if I would have licked that thing, and if I would have died, or even just if I would have been hospitalized, if I would have died, because I've never been good about keeping in touch with my family, so I didn't call home as often as I should at all. And my mom used to fuss at me about that. She's like, what if you turn up dead somewhere and nobody, because I didn't befriend people easily either. You know, I was out on my own, you know, balling and rolling and going around in the world and being creative, you know, being a creative. And so I was like, as a black woman, this world would have set it up for me to have been a drug addict. Like, I would have died, and they would have said I died of an OD, which technically I did, but I don't do drugs. Everybody would have been like, oh, that's why she was so weird. She was an acid head. Goddess has looked after me on more than one occasion in my life, let me tell you. I remember I was a teenager. We got invited to a party that Snoop Dogg and them was having in the LBC. We were at McDonald's. And it sounded like some R. Kelly shit, don't it? But he was young, too. Snoop was young, too. He was, you know, so we were at McDonald's and Snoop was in there. Like, oh, Snoop's in there, whatever. So he invited us to a party. And I didn't want to go. Everybody else wanted to go. I didn't want to go. I never been a hip-hop head. Mostly because I don't fuck with the hip-hop audience. The mentality is just not my... It ain't my shit, you know. I got different aspirations than that bullshit, right? So, because now all them hard-ass motherfuckers are now telling young people, you know, that's not the life for you. You know, I've seen too many people die. I've seen all my homies die, whatever. Bitch, that wasn't the life at the time that you was in it. And so what makes you think that these young people out here right now is trying to listen to you? Okay, but anyway, we made a ladies and men's night of it. A girl that had gotten the address to go to the party got drunk. So I don't know if she lost the address or she didn't have the address or whatever. All the females got one limo and all the males got another limo. And we just end up, I guess, all driving around and just having a good time. We didn't even go to the party because the bitch with the address didn't have it. And I wasn't mad because I wasn't trying to go to a Snoop party or any kind of rapper's party. You know, and who knows what was going on at the time, by the way. Because y'all know how those parties get down. And I just didn't get down like that. I wasn't a fuckboy type of chick. I've never been. Even when I was a young lady, I was never a fuckboy type of shit. When I was in school, I wasn't a fuckboy type of chick. It just wasn't. It just ain't me. I don't have anything against you. If that's what you choose, you're entitled to that choice. But I just think it's interesting that people get mad at me like I think I'm better than them, simply for choosing differently. I didn't say you a terrible person. I said that ain't my shit, because I have different aspirations, and that's gonna get in the way. Number two and number one, if I actually do love the person, I'm not gonna want to watch them go through all the trauma they gonna go through. Cause they clearly are about the life where they gonna bring upon themselves some bullshit. And life already got bullshit waiting on all of us. I'm not finna be a catalyst for it. Not a willful victim. Right here. You know what I'm saying? Say what you wanna say. Don't give a fuck. But you can let your daughters watch Beyond the Pole. And love and hip hop. And see how healthy their relationships turn out. Probably like yours. Because if you their mother and they're about their life, where you think they got it from? I'm not here to fuss though. I got shit to do. I wasn't supposed to spend that much time on all that stuff. There were a lot of damn story time just from talking about some fruit. So I guess that really was a fruit salad of all kinds of fuckery, wasn't it? A fruit salad of story times.
To a healthier you at 23andme.com.
I landed. I saw my leg did not look right.
I was just finishing a ride. I felt this awful pain in my chest. I had a PE blood clot in my lung. I was scared.
I had a DVT blood clot. Having one really puts you in danger of having another.
My doctor and I chose Xarelto.
Xarelto to help keep me protected.
Proven to treat and reduce the risk of DVT or PE blood clots from happening again. In clinical studies, almost 98% of patients on Xarelto did not experience another DVT or PE.
Xarelto works differently.
Warfarin interferes with at least 6 of your body's natural blood clotting factors. Don't stop taking Xarelto without talking to your doctor, as this may increase risk of blood clots. While taking, you may bruise more easily or take longer for bleeding to stop. Xarelto can cause serious and, in rare cases, fatal bleeding. It may increase your risk of bleeding if you take certain medicines. Get help right away for unexpected bleeding or unusual bruising. Do not take Xarelto if you have an artificial heart valve or abnormal bleeding. Before starting, tell your doctor about all planned medical or dental procedures and any kidney or liver problems.
Learn all you can
to help protect yourself from another DVT or PE.
Talk to your doctor about Xarelto.
Prestige creams not living up to the hype. One jar shatter.